Hello, welcome to a Vizzed review of AquaPazza Aquaplus Dream Match. Sponsored by Vizzed.com and brought to you by me, Viz Shogun Gamer. So here's the bippity boppity boo of this review. In other words, I'm covering things that I deem important in this review, like what is AquaPazza, gameplay features and mechanics, and the story. Oh boy. AquaPazza is a fighting game crossover of visual novel game characters, some of which I know had anime adaptations. It is developed by Zamu, the creators of Arcana Heart. However, the game does not play like Arcana Heart, and instead decided to take a little bit of a Street Fighter approach. Or maybe I should say, alright guys, we're gonna take Arcana Heart and remove everything from it and then take Street Fighter, Fatal Fury, Mark of the Wolves, and BlazBlue and make something totally awesome with it. What about the combo system? Oh yeah, about that. We're gonna throw in some Juggle combo stuff. Whoa, so you're saying this game's gonna be all about high-level play or something? Mm-hmm. Wait, the story will be as good as BlazBlue if there is one, right? Yeah, there's gonna be a story or two or something like that, but we're gonna concentrate on the hardcore crowd because, it takes a lot of skill to play this game. Heh. And that sounds like bad news. That's how I'd kinda describe AquaPazza in a nutshell. Now let's get on to those gameplay features. AquaPazza has Story Mode, Another Story, Versus, Score Attack, Training, PlayStation Network, Gallery, and Options. I will not be covering PlayStation Network, Gallery, Training, or Score Attack in this review. Onwards to the Character Select screen. The Character Select screen consists of 13 characters to play as. The characters are very diverse and their playstyles are completely unique from one another, so mastering each character can take a little bit of effort. And here is the Partner Select screen consisting of another 13 characters to choose from, but they are not controlled by any form of movement and whatnot. You simply use a button and they assist you. However, each character has their own form of assistance, whether it's to wait in place and then attack, or to follow you around and attack from that position, or to be a full screen attack, pretty much. Now for actual gameplay, let's discuss one of the key features of the game. AquaPazza's active emotion system plays a big role in battle as a reward and punishment system. Similar to BlazBlue's negative penalty, your character's emotions will drop for playing defensively, whereas an offensive playstyle will heighten that character's emotions. Take a moment to notice how happy Konomi looks and how grumpy Morgan is. You grumpy little munchkin. Oh, but why should you care about these pretty girls' emotions? They're just data after all. And why should you care that they have 2 life bars? So first off, let's discuss emotions. What do high emotions do? What do low emotions do? High emotions, which occur when you start playing offensively, increase your damage and defense. Not to mention, it also increases your power meter gain and changes some supers in the game. One other awesome feature to go with this is hit stun. The hit stun is increased to where it's almost similar to a counter blow, like in how Street Fighter, if you get counter blows on certain attacks, other combos can be performed because you have more time to input combinations and whatnot. On the other hand, low motions are quite the opposite. By playing defensively, your attack and defense go down, your power meter gain is not as much, and you can get guard crushed. So in other words, active emotion system actually balances out the game, because if you're actually getting in there constantly, you're not just going to do more damage, but you're actually going to take less damage from your opponent, which is a good thing. And playing defensively punishes you by making it easier for you to die. However, that doesn't mean you can't block. Alright, now let's talk about when your life is at half points. The first key thing you can take advantage of with half point health is Splash Attack. Splishity sploshity sploosh, bam! In other words, a 3-meter super move. The other feature affects your emotions. To cut it short, high emotions will get a slight attack increase and huge defense increase, whereas low emotions only have a slight decrease in attack and defense rather than a huge decrease in full health, thus giving you a better chance at survival if you have to defend. Alright, gameplay mechanics. These are the basics of the game that affect the gameplay. You have Magic Series chain attacks, light, medium, and heavy attack, one after the other. Then you have the heavy smash, kinda signature to King of Fighters knockdown attack. However, each heavy smash varies differently from character to character. And oh, the joys of guard crushing. Make your friend keep blocking until his guard goes kablammy! And then take the opportunity to attack. Then there is impact guarding, similar to Just Guard in BlazBlue or Just Defense in Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves. By guarding at the exact moment that an attack hits, you won't be guard crushed, you won't take chip damage, and your emotions will increase. Is your friend being a bit of a bully? Well, pay 1 super meter for Resist Smash. Keep your friends off you. Since there is no manual aerial recovery, you can only rely on quick stand. Hold up while you get knocked down and you'll get up as fast as you can. Alright, on to partners. Your partners can perform 2 attacks, so take advantage of this and see what combos you can create. However, don't just stand there and expect your partner to actually land the blows. Try to do a combo and get your partner in at the same time, or even block and then call your partner in, whatnot. As I mentioned, the cast is incredibly diverse, and not one character plays the same as the other. Even these 2 clumsy girls, as clumsy as they may be, their fighting styles are completely opposite in their own ways. Now, one thing I love about the creation of things, which is in relation to this, is that to create something new, you have to take from the old and some other old thing, and you have to take from certain things, remix them together, and then you have your original piece, right? That's what we did in music, that's what we do with guns, and that's what we do with video games, and AquaPazza just nails it down. I have to say the battle system for AquaPazza is actually pretty good, but it also suffers from, it feels new, and then at the same time it feels a little limited at first, but then once you discover what you really have to do, then it becomes a little more open, but at the same time, it feels limited because of the skill required for certain characters and combos and whatnot. In other words, this is actually for veteran fighting gamers. Anyone who's played King of Fighters would understand the combo system in this game. However, it is a little specific, similar to how Street Fighter is somewhat specific with the combos you can do. The amount of effort you have to put into doing certain combos and whatnot are more reliant on the character and partner you're using. I can say between friends that like fighting games, you'll have a lot of fun with this one. So, Score Attack, which I'm not going to talk about as much, is basically our arcade mode that is a little more challenging. And then you have Story Mode. Oh my god. So, basically, you just choose a character, and then you choose who you want to be your partner. Easy as that. The story's like, mwahaha, I found this love potion, and all the men will be mine, mwahaha. And then she's been boiling ingredients for 360 hours, yada yada yada, things get out of control. And then Toka's all, where the heck am I? I've been doing something before, but now I'm here, and hey, I know that person. And then she's all, I don't know what's going on, but let's figure this out. And then she agrees to help you return peace to the world, because for some reason she knows there's chaos happening when it seems so peaceful. And then this girl who always appears is all, hey, I'm Sango Himayuri, and you know what? Everyone's confoozled! And because you're the only ones who aren't confoozled, you're gonna do my job for me, see ya. Oh, and if you have a partner the character doesn't know, then they're just gonna be like, hey, I don't know you, but you're gonna help me, even if it means life or death, cutie girl. Hehehe. And then Toka meets Kaorilao, and Kaorilau's all, you're so delicious. And Toka's all, it's me, hello. And then Mizuki's all, my name, you don't speak till the end of this game, shut up. And then after beating her, she's all, oh my god, where am I was confoozled. And then you see that Marianne is the villain of the game, who created not a love potion, but AquaPazza that controls people. You're so clever. And Multi's an automatic battle. And then Toka meets another friend, Hakuolo, and he's all, hey, you're gonna be defeated by me? Oh, how sad is that? Yeah, we get the point already. Then we finally meet Marianne, and she's all, hey, you got through all my minions, and oh, blah, 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 okay. Whew. And then, wait, what the, what? Invincible, what? Okay, now I got you. What? Whoa. Okay, what the, what? Okay, what? I lost? Whoa. Huh? So after being an overpowered Marianne and Tamaki on steroids, we finally get to see Marianne cry like a little... Yeah, I'm sure you know what that meant. And then you know who didn't do a thing is all, yeah, you saved the world. And then finally, Finally, Mizuki has 2 more lines out of the game. She only had 3. Mizuki, I'm sorry. Pretty much the only unique scenes are those that happen between the friends of the characters. At least some of the endings are interesting. Toka's especially, since she said she was going to go out on a training expedition, but turns out her training has to do with lots of cute things. Yeah, so much for that training, Toka. And none of her friends like it either. As for another story mode, you can only play with a character that you beat the normal story mode with. But is it any more interesting? No, it isn't. The basic idea of the story is that there's an evil mirror known as Yata no Kagami, and it's supposed to grant wishes, but unfortunately it just possesses people, and but no one knows that, so everyone tries to go out and get it, and they beat people up who try to stop them. Yeah, that's what's going on here. I mean, naturally, most would say, oh, well, fighting games are supposed to be only about the fighting, but I don't think that's true, because why would they put all this work into the background stages, the music, and whatnot, So I do appreciate all things in almost any game I play, especially the music, but it's a major plus when a fighting game has a good story, but this just, no, doesn't have a good story at all, I'm afraid. However, you can play the story mode for the arcade-ish aspect of it. You gotta admit though, at least everything else is good, thank goodness. Or is it really? Sometimes the AI gets stuck doing the same thing over and over, and it's kind of strange when it happens because it's not just with attacks. Sometimes they'll actually just jump up and down in place, and I'll be just wondering what the heck. It also depends on your difficulty how often it might happen. It even happened on some of the higher difficulties, and it's just, sometimes it's random, sometimes it isn't. It's all in the air. But if you really want to have a good challenge, try Score Attack. I didn't seem to find any of the repetition happening there as often as it did in story mode or in normal versus matches. Unfortunately, there aren't many people to play this game online with, or at least when I checked, there was no one there, and I was kind of sad about that. Regardless, the game is fun, but I can't recommend it to just anyone. Now here's my final verdict, not through a score, but through a set of questions. Will I enjoy the battle system as a fighting gamer? Yes, I think so. Aside from friends, will I have people to play this with online? I'd start looking around on the forums for people to play the game with. Is this game worth it? Well, the game goes for about $30 new, and you can get it pre-owned for $20 to $25, so I would say yes if you have someone to constantly play this with. I'm a casual gamer and I know the anime characters in this game. Can I get into it? Depends on how much effort you put to learn the battle system. Could be pretty tough for some. Overall, this game is really freaking awesome, especially for the generation of fighting gamers we have now. A few of the flaws can be overlooked, and the balancing is pretty decent. So if you like fighting games, I say go for it. This video recording production was brought to you by Vizzed Shogun Gamer. And don't forget to check out Vizzed.com, the retro game room. Play retro classic games online for free.